Did you know that nearly 18 million people die from cardiovascular diseases every year, making it the #1 cause of death globally? What's even more shocking is that over 80% of these deaths are due to heart attacks and strokes, and many of them could have been prevented. The real danger? A heart attack can sneak up on you with little to no warning. Often, there are no visible signs until the arteries are dangerously blocked. That's why prevention isn't just important, it's urgent. By the time symptoms appear, the damage may already be significant. And while genetics and lifestyle habits like smoking and inactivity do play a role, what you eat, especially what you eat every single day, might be the most powerful, controllable factor. So let's talk about 8 fruits that can help you shield your heart like armor, and why including them in your diet isn't just good advice. It could be a lifesaver. Let's start with one you probably already love: berries, especially blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. Berries might be small, but their impact on your heart health is anything but. These vibrant fruits, especially blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries, are loaded with anthocyanins, powerful plant compounds that do more than give berries their beautiful color. They play a critical role in heart protection by improving how your blood vessels function, reducing inflammation, and even helping to prevent the buildup of dangerous plaque inside your arteries. When your arteries are inflamed or narrowed, it becomes harder for blood to flow, and that's a key risk factor for heart attacks. But anthocyanins help by boosting nitric oxide production, which relaxes the inner lining of the blood vessels, keeping them flexible and responsive. This not only lowers blood pressure, but also supports better overall circulation. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence comes from the Nurses' Health Study, which followed over 93,000 women for 18 years. Researchers found that women who consumed the most anthocyanin-rich foods, like berries, had a 32% lower risk of heart attacks compared to those who ate the least. That's a massive difference from something as easy as tossing berries into your breakfast routine. Berries are also rich in vitamin C, which helps neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative stress, a key player in the development of atherosclerosis. They contain soluble fiber too, especially pectin, which binds to cholesterol in your digestive system and helps flush it out, naturally lowering your LDL, bad, cholesterol levels. This dual action, protecting your blood vessels and cleaning out cholesterol, makes berries a heart hero. Another study published in Circulation showed that participants who consumed strawberries and blueberries at least 3 times per week had significantly reduced blood pressure over time. And when you pair berries with something like oatmeal, which contains beta-glucan, you get a double benefit. The berries help your arteries, and the oats help reduce cholesterol even further. Next up, pomegranates. Pomegranates aren't just beautiful and delicious. They're biochemical powerhouses when it comes to protecting your heart. Known for centuries as a symbol of life and vitality, modern science has now caught up with tradition, confirming that this fruit can truly make a difference for your cardiovascular health. What makes pomegranates so effective are their incredibly high levels of punicalagins and ellagic acid, 2 compounds with strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. These compounds work by reducing oxidative stress, which is one of the key contributors to the hardening and narrowing of arteries, a process known as atherosclerosis. One clinical study conducted by Dr. Michael Aviram and colleagues observed patients with significant carotid artery stenosis. Participants who drank just 50 milliliters of pomegranate juice daily for 1 year experienced a notable reduction in the thickness of their carotid artery walls by up to 30%. Even more fascinating, some of these patients showed signs of reversing plaque buildup, something that is incredibly rare. The mechanism behind this benefit lies in the ability of punicalagins to lower lipid peroxidation, a harmful process that turns cholesterol into artery-clogging plaques. Pomegranates also help boost the body's production of nitric oxide, a molecule that signals your blood vessels to relax and expand. Better nitric oxide function means lower blood pressure and improved circulation. In fact, another randomized controlled trial showed that subjects who consumed pomegranate juice daily experienced reductions in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure within just 2 weeks. But to get the benefits, it's important to choose the right kind. Go for 100% pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice. No sugar-laden cocktails. Drinking about half a cup, roughly 120 milliliters, daily is enough to harness its vascular benefits without overloading on calories or sugar. So whether you're sipping it straight, adding it to smoothies, or using it as a tangy salad dressing base, pomegranate juice isn't just refreshing. It's a scientifically backed way to help keep your arteries clean and your heart beating strong. Let's not forget about apples, often overshadowed by trendier fruits. The old phrase, "an apple a day keeps the doctor away," might sound like just a catchy saying, but there's more truth to it than most people realize, especially when it comes to heart health. Apples are packed with nutrients that directly support cardiovascular function, and they're incredibly accessible and easy to incorporate into any diet. One of their standout components is soluble fiber, especially a type called pectin. Pectin binds to cholesterol in your gut and helps carry it out of the body before it ever gets a chance to enter your bloodstream. This natural mechanism supports lower levels of LDL cholesterol, the bad kind that contributes to plaque buildup in your arteries. But the benefits don't stop there. Apples are also rich in polyphenol, particularly flavonoids such as quercetin and epicatechin. These compounds have been shown to have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects, which help protect your blood vessels from oxidative stress and inflammation, two major contributors to heart disease. A long-term observational study known as the EPIC, European Prospective Investigation into Cancer and Nutrition, study found that a higher intake of flavonoid-rich foods like apples was associated with a reduced risk of thrombotic stroke. That's the kind caused by blood clots, one of the most dangerous forms of stroke. Flavonoids also play a role in improving endothelial function. The endothelium is the inner lining of your blood vessels, and when it's not working properly, you're more likely to experience high blood pressure and arterial stiffness. Quercetin in apples has been found to enhance nitric oxide availability, which relaxes blood vessels and promotes better circulation. One medium-sized apple a day is a practical and effective way to take advantage of these heart protective properties. Eat it with the skin on, since that's where a large portion of the antioxidants are concentrated. Whether you enjoy it raw, sliced into a salad, or lightly baked with cinnamon, just steer clear of sugary toppings or heavy caramel dips. Keeping it simple keeps your heart safer. Let's talk about a tropical gem that often flies under the radar when it comes to heart health: papaya. This bright orange fruit isn't just a digestive aid. It's packed with powerful nutrients that directly support cardiovascular function. One of its standout compounds is lycopene, a carotenoid known for its antioxidant properties. Lycopene helps reduce oxidative stress in the arteries, preventing damage to the endothelial lining, which is essential for keeping blood vessels elastic and free-flowing. High oxidative stress is a major contributor to atherosclerosis, so eating lycopene-rich foods like papaya can slow or even reverse early arterial damage. Papaya is also a rich source of vitamin C. Just 1 cup provides more than 100% of your daily requirement. This water-soluble vitamin supports the immune system, but also plays a vital role in strengthening blood vessels and reducing inflammation. Studies have shown that people with higher intakes of vitamin C have lower blood pressure and reduced levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a marker of inflammation strongly linked to heart disease. But what makes papaya particularly unique is the enzyme papain. Known for its digestive benefits, papain also exhibits anti-inflammatory effects that may reduce arterial inflammation, especially when consumed regularly in a balanced diet. Beyond these key players, papaya also offers a decent amount of potassium, which, as with other heart-healthy fruits, helps the body regulate sodium levels and maintain healthy blood pressure. A study published in Nutrition Journal highlighted that diets high in potassium-rich fruits were associated with a lower risk of stroke and heart attack. Additionally, the folate in papaya helps break down homocysteine, an amino acid that, in elevated levels, is linked to a higher risk of cardiovascular events. One medium slice, or about 1 cup of fresh papaya a day, is a heart-smart serving. It pairs well with a squeeze of lime, tossed into a fruit salad, or blended into a smoothie. For best results, combine it with other antioxidant-rich foods like berries or citrus fruits to amplify its protective effects. Then there's kiwi, a tropical fruit often underestimated despite its powerful nutritional profile. Kiwi might be small and fuzzy, but when it comes to heart health, it packs a powerful punch. One of its most impressive traits is its sky-high vitamin C content, gram for gram. It actually contains more vitamin C than an orange. This potent antioxidant plays a major role in reducing inflammation in the arteries, which is crucial because chronic inflammation is one of the silent drivers of heart disease. By neutralizing free radicals, vitamin C helps protect the delicate lining of the blood vessels, keeping them elastic and reducing the chance of plaques forming or arteries stiffening. But kiwi goes beyond just vitamin C. What makes it truly unique is an enzyme called actinitin. While it's often highlighted for aiding digestion, actinitin also has antioxidant properties that help reduce oxidative stress in the cardiovascular system. Lower oxidative stress means lower damage to the blood vessels over time, a key factor in preventing hypertension and atherosclerosis. In one randomized controlled trial, participants who ate 2 to 3 kiwis daily experienced a significant drop in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure compared to those who didn't. This effect is largely attributed to the kiwi's combination of lutein. This carotenoid protects against oxidative damage, and potassium, a mineral that relaxes blood vessels and helps flush out excess sodium, naturally lowers blood pressure. Another lesser-known but fascinating benefit is kiwi's ability to reduce platelet aggregation. Platelet aggregation is when blood cells clump together, which can lead to dangerous clots and eventually heart attacks or strokes. Kiwi acts as a gentle, natural blood thinner. A study conducted in Norway found that eating 2 kiwis a day reduced platelet aggregation and blood triglyceride levels, offering a dual benefit for cardiovascular protection. To get the most out of kiwi, aim for 2 fruits a day, ideally as a mid-morning snack or after meals to aid digestion and smooth out blood sugar spikes. However, if you're already taking prescription blood thinners or have very low blood pressure, it's important to check in with your healthcare provider, as kiwi can enhance these effects. For most people, though, it's a delicious and easy habit that supports a stronger, cleaner cardiovascular system. No fuzz about it. Grapes, especially red and purple varieties, deserve their spot on this list. Grapes might seem like just a sweet and simple snack, but beneath their smooth skin lies a powerhouse of heart-protective compounds, most notably resveratrol. This naturally occurring antioxidant, found especially in the skin of red and purple grapes, is famous for its role in promoting cardiovascular health. One of its main benefits is improving endothelial function. The endothelium is the thin layer of cells that lines your blood vessels, and its proper function is essential for maintaining smooth, unrestricted blood flow. When this lining is damaged, it sets the stage for high blood pressure and plaque buildup. Resveratrol helps the endothelium produce more nitric oxide, which in turn relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. Another way resveratrol protects the heart is by preventing the oxidation of LDL cholesterol. Oxidized LDL is far more dangerous than regular LDL because it triggers inflammation and contributes directly to the formation of plaque within artery walls. By preventing this oxidation, resveratrol helps keep your arteries clearer and more flexible. Grapes are also rich in quercetin, another flavonoid with potent anti-inflammatory effects. Quercetin helps calm the inflammatory processes in blood vessels, which plays a big role in reducing overall cardiovascular strain. Scientific studies back this up. One clinical trial showed that regular consumption of Concord grape juice improved vascular elasticity, meaning the arteries could expand and contract more easily. This is a key indicator of cardiovascular health because stiffer arteries are associated with a higher risk of heart attacks and strokes. Another study involving middle-aged adults found that drinking grape juice daily for just 8 weeks led to significant reductions in blood pressure and improved antioxidant status. To enjoy the heart benefits of grapes, aim for about 1 cup of fresh grapes per day or a small glass, about 120 milliliters, of 100% unsweetened grape juice. Go for dark-colored varieties like red or black grapes, as they contain higher levels of resveratrol. If you have concerns about blood sugar, especially if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, it's smart to monitor your portion sizes, as grapes do contain natural sugars. Still, in moderation, they're a sweet way to keep your heart younger and stronger. Next, let's talk about avocados, which are technically a fruit, even if they don't taste like one. Avocados aren't just trendy toast toppers. They're one of the most heart-supportive fruits you can include in your diet. What makes them truly stand out is their exceptional content of monounsaturated fats, especially oleic acid. This healthy fat helps lower LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, while preserving or even increasing HDL cholesterol, which plays a protective role by transporting cholesterol away from arteries. This dual effect makes avocados particularly powerful in reducing the risk of atherosclerosis, the gradual buildup of plaques that narrows and hardens arteries over time. In a randomized controlled trial published by the American Heart Association, participants who replaced saturated fats in their diet with one avocado daily saw significant drops in their total and LDL cholesterol levels. Another important compound in avocados is beta-sitosterol, a plant sterol that competes with dietary cholesterol for absorption in the intestines. By reducing the amount of cholesterol absorbed, beta-sitosterol further supports lower blood cholesterol levels naturally, without the need for medication. Avocados are also rich in potassium, with one medium fruit offering more than a banana. This mineral is essential for regulating blood pressure. It works by helping the kidneys excrete excess sodium and relaxing blood vessel walls, making it easier for the heart to pump blood. Studies have shown that diets high in potassium can significantly reduce the risk of stroke and coronary heart disease, especially when combined with lower sodium intake. Another often overlooked benefit is their antioxidant content. Avocados contain small but potent amounts of lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids that, although more commonly associated with eye health, also reduce oxidative stress in blood vessels. Less oxidative stress means less damage to the endothelium and a lower chance of developing hypertension and vascular inflammation. To get these heart benefits, you don't need a whole avocado every day. Just half of one, added to a salad, smoothie, or a slice of whole grain toast, can provide enough nutrients without overwhelming your daily calorie intake. If you're watching your weight or managing portion sizes, be mindful. While avocados are nutrient-dense, they're also calorie-rich. Still, as part of a balanced diet, they're one of the most delicious and science-backed ways to support a healthier heart. Lastly, we have oranges, often overlooked because they're so common. Oranges might be one of the most familiar fruits in your kitchen, but their impact on heart health is anything but ordinary. Beyond their refreshing taste and high vitamin C content, oranges offer a range of nutrients that directly support cardiovascular function. One of the most valuable is hesperidin, a citrus flavonoid that has been shown to improve endothelial function, the inner lining of your blood vessels, and help reduce both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. When your blood vessels are more flexible and less inflamed, your heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood, and that means a lower risk of hypertension and cardiovascular strain. In addition to hesperidin, oranges are an excellent source of soluble fiber, particularly pectin. This type of fiber binds to cholesterol in your digestive system and helps eliminate it from the body, lowering overall LDL cholesterol levels. In one study, individuals with borderline high cholesterol who consumed whole oranges daily for just 4 weeks showed marked improvements in their lipid profile, especially reductions in LDL and total cholesterol. This highlights how powerful simple dietary changes can be when sustained over time. Another heart-friendly effect of oranges comes from their support of nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is a key molecule that relaxes and dilates blood vessels, promoting healthy blood flow and reducing blood pressure naturally. This effect becomes even more pronounced when oranges are paired with foods high in vitamin E, such as almonds. The combination creates a synergistic antioxidant effect that protects blood vessels from oxidative damage, a key factor in the development of plaque and arterial stiffness. To reap the benefits, Aim for one medium orange a day or a small glass, about 150 milliliters, of freshly squeezed juice, preferably not from concentrate, to preserve the full spectrum of phytonutrients. It's best consumed with other antioxidant-rich foods to boost its effects and provide more balanced blood sugar regulation. While oranges are relatively high in natural sugars, their fiber content slows absorption, making them a smart and heart-friendly choice for most people. Simple, accessible, and supported by science, oranges offer a delicious daily habit to help keep your heart beating strong. So, if you're looking for an easy, natural, and scientifically supported way to protect your heart, start with your fruit bowl. A colorful, diverse mix of berries, pomegranate, apple, kiwi, grapes, avocado, and orange can do more than just satisfy a sweet craving. They can help prevent the leading cause of death worldwide. Try adding 2 or 3 of these fruits into your daily routine for just 1 week and see how you feel. Your arteries and your taste buds will thank you. And hey, let us know in the comments which fruit you're starting with. It could be the first small step toward a much healthier heart. Thank you for watching.